Hello everyone, our today's outline is reading data from standard CSV file. So let us explore how we can work with a CSV file. So what does a CSV means? So CSV stands for comma separated values. So we have seen various files. So one of the example of reading data from the file is CSV. Now what does the CSV file consist? So the CSV file consists the data where there are n numbers of lines and each line is known as a record, and each column contains several data columns. Data columns means, for example, if I am having a table which is storing 5 different columns and there are n number of rows. So consider a particular column which is named as name. So name may contain n number of records related to that particular column. Now what is a CSV file? So usually CSV file consists of the values which are enclosed within single quotes or within the double quotes, and they are separated by a comma or a delimiter. Now the name suggests that it is a comma separated values, but we can use any other delimiter also. But in this particular example, we are going to use comma, which are separating the different data items that are present inside our file. So let us consider an example of CSV file. So here you can see we are having a file which is named as cells.csv. Now what we want to do actually is we want to pull the data which is stored inside this CSV file and we want to load it inside our HTML table. So for that again we have to use a jQuery. So what jQuery will do, it will allow us to read a particular file and then we can display it on our HTML table. So how we can get the data which is stored inside this CSV file? So first we need to parse our CSV file. So the question is how we can parse our CSV file. So for that jQuery provides us a function which is named as toObjects. So this allows us to parse our CSV file and allows us to represent the data inside our HTML table. So let us consider an example. So this is the data which is present inside the cells.csv file. So it is containing 6 different columns: store name, address, city, state, postal code and hours on which a particular store is getting opened. Now one of the problem with today's browser is they are not directly allowing us to show the data into the HTML table. So this will be the output of the particular CSV file. In programming we will see how we can write the code for reading a particular CSV file and how can we display that particular file inside our HTML table. Let us now work with how we can read a data from CSV file and display it inside an HTML table. So here first we have considered a CSV file which is named as stores.csv. Now you can see this particular CSV file. So the first line is your different columns which are present inside your CSV file. So the first column is your store name, second column is address, third column is city, fourth state, then postal code and hours. Now you can observe over here whenever we are having a CSV, so CSV stands for comma separated values. So the first column is separated with second column using a comma operator, and each and every values are enclosed within single quotes or using double quotes. So here we have make use of double quotes. Now the next remaining lines, they are representing the values for the particular columns. So the first record, so this entire line, represents one record of your particular file, that is stores.csv. Now here the store name is Cindy's Art Gallery, the address is 6410 Cindy Lane, the state is Beverly Hills, the city is Beverly Hills, the state is California, postal code is 90212, and the hours of this store opening is from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and every Monday to Friday. Similarly, we are having a second record which is Madgi Art, and the address is 1001 Mark Avenue, city is San Francisco, state is California, postal code is 94123, and the hours of opening of this store is from 9 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. every Monday to Friday. The next record here is of Galleria, so Carpinteria Galleria, the address is 6321 Carpinteria Ave, and the city is Carpinteria, the state is California, the postal code is 93013, and the store opening is from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday to Friday. Similarly, these are also the records which are of the particular columns respectively. So this particular file is containing 6 different columns and there are 6 different records. Now we will see how we can display the content of this particular file, that is stores.csv file, into our HTML table. So for that we have created a file which is named as read_csv_into_an array, and the file extension is .html. Why .html? Because only this particular file will get displayed inside your browser. So the first thing we have added is here is doctype HTML. Then we have taken is the root HTML tag. Inside this we have taken the head tag. Now the title of this particular file is read data from a particular CSV file into an object and output it as a table. Now we have included a JavaScript library over here for reading the particular files from the particular library. So we have imported over here is jquery-latest.js, and we want to read a CSV file, so we have also given here jquery.googlecode.com get source jquery.csv.js. Now this particular library is used for reading the data from our CSV file, that is jquery.csv.js. Now we have taken the body section. Now inside this body section we have first given a header which is named as pulling the data from CSV file into an object, and then we are outputting it as an table. So for that again I have taken a div, I have taken class, and I have given its name as result. Inside this particular div, as I want to display it inside the table, so I have taken the table tag and I have given the ID to this table which is named as the result. And to make it more visible, I have given the border of this particular table as 1 by using the attribute border is equal to 1. Then I have ended my table tag, I have ended my div, and I have ended my body section. Now we require a function, or we require the use of JavaScript. So for that we have to first use our script tag. Now whenever we have to read a particular data, we have to make use of ready function. Now what is the purpose of this function? So this particular function, that is ready function, will be get executed only once when our page DOM stands for document object model, is ready for JavaScript code execution. Then and then only this function will get loaded. So for that we have written $document.ready. Now inside this ready function I have specified an inline function. So using a function keyword, now our first thing will be to read this particular file. So this file we have to read, that is stores.csv. So whenever we want to read it, so if you recall, we have used this function in text file also, that is get function. So inside this get function again we have to use the file name that we want to read. So here we have specified the file name as stores.csv, and again we are using a function which will pass the data to our another function. So inside this we have taken a parenthesis, that is the data. Now what we have to do, we have taken this particular file. Now this file may be in the form of lines, so first we need to convert it into an object so that we can easily represent it inside the HTML table. So how can we convert it into a table? So for that, first we have to use toObject method, and inside this we have to take our data. So how can we access that? So inside this CSV library, so we can access is using $.csv.toObject. So what it will do, it will take one line from this particular file, it will convert it into object, and it will store inside the variable which is named as data. Now what our task will be, once we are having a data, we need to create our table. So for that we have created a function which is named as create table. So first let us understand this function, as just I have invoked over here this particular function. So first let us understand this create table function. Now what is the use of this particular table? So depending upon the data or number of records you are having, we are dynamically creating our table. So inside this we have passed our objects. So here you can see it is stored over here and the function is invoked from here. So we need to pass over here parentheses. Now what this function is actually doing, so this function will first loop the first row of their data. So first row from your data will be this, that is Sandy Art Gallery. It will take the first row and it will give you the column name. So first here will be our this particular line. So it will take all these column names from your CSV file using this toObject, and it is first passed over here. Now we have to make use of index. So data of 0 dot constructor. So I am comparing its strict type with the object. Why? Because here we have converted into an object. Now we should match both the data type. So if they are true, then and then only it will go inside this particular if block, else it will go outside. So what is the use of this triple equal? So it will compare whether the data type of this data is of type object. It will do strict type checking, that means case sensitive manner. If both the data types are same, then and then only it will return true, else it will return false. Now just imagine a table. So if I want to create a table, so first we need to have, that is table row. So first I am creating a table row and I am appending it inside this HTML variable. Why? Because at the end we will return the entire table. So I am appending it inside this particular variable. Now what we are doing, we are iterating over this particular data. So for that again we have used a for loop. So for, we have created a variable which is named as item in data 0. So what it will do, it will take the data which is present inside this index and it will store inside this particular variable, that is item. And that particular item I am appending inside my th, that is table header. So if you observe this particular file, so the first row is your table columns, that is a store name, address, city, state, postal code and hours. So first we are giving the header to our table. So for that we are giving the tag, that is th. So after all the headers are added, so we need to go to our next line and we need to add and our table row, because the first row will store all the heading. So here I have taken heading, I have ended the heading over here, and here I have ended my table row. So by using this code, your first row will be created which will store all the columns that are present inside our file. Now we need to add the records inside this particular columns. So again for that we are using a for loop. So for row in data, so I am taking one data from my CSV file and I am adding it inside my table. So I am storing that particular record inside my row variable. Now again we have to create a row for adding the data. So again I have taken a table row, I have appended inside the HTML variable. Now we have created one row. Now we need to add the data. So again for that we have to use a variable which will take a data for that particular row and it will store it inside the table data. So for storing the data we have to use a tag which is named as table data. Now I am appending the data. So observe this thing carefully. So table, that is data of row of item. So what is this? So this is your two-dimensional array. So what it is taking? It is taking your current row and current item. So for example, if I am having 5 columns, so first I need to add value to first column, then I need to add value to second column. So in order to add that particular data in a correct sequence, we are making use of two-dimensional array. So this is your two-dimensional array for adding one row inside your particular table. Then I have ended my table data and then I have specified /n. That means we want to point to the next line. So at the end what we have done, we have ended our main table row and we have to return this HTML. Now why we have to return this HTML? Because this HTML variable is storing the entire table which we have read the data from this stores.csv file and it is stored inside this variable. Now this variable we should return so that it will display our data inside a particular div. So now let us invoke this function. So for that we are calling this function, that is create table, and here we are passing the data. So first it will pass the data and it will invoke this particular function, and we are storing the result inside the variable, that is the HTML. Now why we are storing it over here? Because if you see over here, we have returned the value from our function, so we need to assign it to some variables. So what we have done, we have assigned it to a variable which is named as the HTML. Now what we have done, we are having table, we have stored or we have created dynamically the table. Now we need to print that particular table. So for printing, what we want to do is we want to display it inside this particular table. So for that we need to access this particular table. So for that we have written $, then inside single quote hash the result. Now why we have written here hash? Because we have assigned ID to this table and the ID is storing the value, that is the result. So we want to return this particular table or we want to write this particular table inside this particular table tag, and we want to convert it into HTML. The data which the function has returned, we want to convert it into the HTML. So we are having a function which is named as HTML. So this function will convert our entire data which is stored inside this variable, that is the HTML, into an HTML. So after invocation, it will display you the table inside this particular table tag. And at the end what we have done, we have ended the script tag and we have ended the HTML tag. So let us again understand it in very quickly. So first we are creating a function, it will pass the data, then it will check the object. If it is matching, then it will read the first row from your table, that is all the columns, and all the columns will be added. Then one by one all the rows we will take from this table CSV file and we will add inside the table. So this is how your CSV data can be read and it can be displayed into your HTML table. So this is all about your reading data from CSV file. Thank you.